All right, everybody, welcome back to Bumbershoot, where we're covering life's chaos with humor and heart. We had a couple guests scheduled this week, but they had to reschedule. It is this first week of school, as you guys heard, because Tracy and Rhonda started this week, and they work in the school district. So, yeah, they were not
the past 2 weeks
celebrating. I don't hate it, but it's just like, summer's over.
Summer's fun.
You got to get back to work.
That's right.
So that's
true.
Yeah. And we were going to have the new head coach he's been coaching for a long time for TV, but he's the new head coach officially. And one of the faves, Coach Sand, so Nichols and Sand were going to come on. But then Nichols realized, what am I doing? I started school, I'm the head coach of football, and I have a lot of things going on. So he had to reschedule. So we just backup planned it, and we're going to do what we did last week, but we're going to carry on with some more questions. But what I did want to cover was that we tonight, so since we were all together last week and to today, the Sizzle Reel is done for Temecula, actually, and I'm super excited to show you guys tonight.
I can't wait.
I can't wait for you all to see it. It's so good. It's different than I thought, and I mean that in a sense. It's not bad that it's different than I thought, but like when I conceptualized it and then like kind of created it and saw it through, I feel like I was on the outside looking, or on the inside looking out, right? So I'm trying to do it in one sense, and then I feel like the marketing team that is now my production team, they know us on another level, and that really well from the outside in. And then with all the footage and the all of that, so it took all my stuff and all their stuff and sent it to the editor, and he doesn't know me or them or anything, and he was like asking me for this and that, and when how it came out, I was like, I was by myself in my house. I was bawling watching the first time.
What did you think?
I was like, oh my gosh, this is more than I could have ever imagined. And I will say, I put a lot of effort into coordinating all the girls, and in my concept, the big girl friendships that we have and stuff, and all the things we do, it was a huge element of it. And I don't believe that it's an element that's being removed, but for the sizzle reel and the pitching to the networks, I understand, and you guys will hear this tonight, that his concept was you had to know 3 things about this. You had to know Temecula, you had to know the main characters, and you had to know Charity for Charity. And that is what he delivered. I get that all the other things are just part of it. Not just, I don't want to undervalue them. But when you have it's like being in an elevator, they say, with someone, you have one sentence you can say to leave an impression before you get out, right? And so that's how the sizzle really is. It's like you have to pitch to the networks and you have to keep their attention. You can't do it. You could give them a full episode. That would have cost me over $100,000. I did not win that at the time. But without doing a full episode, the messaging had to be really strong and really pinpointed. And so I was bummed because all that work and getting everyone coordinated and stuff, it didn't make it on. Same with the beneficiaries I had that came down to Spontino and came to get ice cream. Like, they all made an effort to be there, and that none of that got in the reel, but it wasn't about that, you know.
Right.
And the thing is, he probably would have used it, but we had the beneficiary cruise after that, and our marketing team had footage, so they gave him that, and that's the footage that made it on, which was great. It was
awesome.
Great. So anyway, all that to say that I know when everybody sees it today, they're gonna get it. Not that it's not like a wah 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 that you're not seen in it. I do have to say Rhonda is seen in it.
Yay.
She's one of the ones that made an appearance. Yep.
Aww.
So she's in it, but I do think everyone will totally understand. And just so we're clear, there is a reason that this episode or this sizzle reel is going out there, and it is. I can't help but believe it's because it's going to get picked up, and when that happens, whether we like it or not, Tracy, everyone's going to be in it. So just know. And then Jen of the production team, she's like, we have so much from that original filming dates that we can use for future stuff. So
that's what I wonder.
So yeah, so it's not like it'll go to waste. And I get all the footage, period. But they're like, it's so. Everybody wants all the footage until they get it and they're like, yeah, it's not that, but I still want it. I want it all.
Yeah. That was a lot of work you guys did for 3 straight days, right?
Well, and it gave me a window into what it will be when we film episodes.
Yeah, and you have to
Exactly.
keep that in mind because I imagine the hours will be long, just probably split up around amongst the 4 of you and then some together. But even when the show is like, say the show takes off and if it's like an hour episode, I mean, you'll have hours and hours and hours of footage to get down to 40 minutes with commercials or whatever. So like
it is. It's a real. It's a big thing, and there's a lot of hurry up and wait. Okay, we're ready. Everybody has to be ready, and then they're changing out batteries or they're doing this and that, and you're just standing around doing nothing. And so it's a lot of hurry up and wait. And I'll tell you, after that whole experience, I cannot unsee all that goes into every single thing I watch now. I'm like looking. I notice camera angles. I notice editing. I notice.
What a cool
I
experience.
Notice everything.
Yeah.
It is, but then it's like hard to watch things now because I'm like critical of everything. But it's really and I've been in. You guys know I've done television and movies before, but I think when you're the actor, and I was just a child actor, so also a lot of I wasn't paying attention to a lot of things, but even as the actor, you're in a different place than when you're a production team, right? Because as an actor, you're on the set and getting filmed. You're not a part of the editing.
No.
You don't know anything about the production part on the back end unless you are a producer, director, actor like Taylor Sheridan, which is insane. But yeah, I'm seeing things from a totally different angle and knowing how much everything costs and stuff.
Yes. So that's cool though, because like the editor obviously has experience and he knows what people are going to want to see to pick it up.
Right.
So he's like pulling all that together, and you do have to have a focus on the 4 main characters.
Right. Yeah. Well, and he did it, and I was like, the more I watch it, the more I see. You know, I've only watched it. I would say it's only because I've had it since Friday, and I've only watched it 6 times or 5 times.
I was just gonna ask you.
So I'm
I watched
surprised.
it.
I probably would have watched it like 5 in a row to start.
That's why I'm surprised that I have only watched it that amount of times. But I watched it. I was by myself in my house when the editor sent it to me, and I was like, oh. And I didn't know, because we had been talking and sending stuff back and forth, so I didn't know if he sent it to the production team or not. At that point, all I knew was it was coming to me. I was like in the house by myself, and I talk to myself a lot. So I was like, oh my gosh, this is okay. Am I ready
you
for
saying
this?
that out loud?
I was totally coaching myself. Yeah. Okay, are you ready? Okay, here you go. Just take a deep breath. All right. Because I had to be prepared if I hated it or loved it, right?
Yes.
Like I don't know what I was gonna get it.
Yeah, it's scary. I could see it being very scary.
It's a little bit like, woo. So I started watching it on my phone. And that's
On your phone?
Yeah, on my phone. And I was like, and then I just started bawling. And I was bawling for probably 3 out of the 4 minutes and 38 seconds. I probably bawled 3 of them. And I was like, I can't believe this. And it was
Your dream is coming.
it was a bigger it was on a bigger scale than that, because I was like, wow.
Yes, this was
The fact that this came from that and now we're here, it's crazy. So I was like, I called Logan because he's in Italy, and I'm like, Logie, what are you doing right now? He's like, oh, bathroom. I'm like, perfect, you're totally focused. I go, okay, I'm gonna call you on WhatsApp. I want to watch you while you're watching it, and we're gonna play this. And so I had him on WhatsApp. So the camera was on him. His camera was on him, and my camera was on my computer screen, so I could show it to him. And I was just like every second just looking at his face, and he had so much joy on his face.
Aww.
And at the end, he's like, "That was sick," and I go, "Right?"
That's
and
a good
he
thing.
said, "Yeah, it's a good thing." And then he said what I felt, but I didn't know if it was just because it was me, and it could still be because he's connected to the project. But he's like, I wanted to put my phone down and like watch it. And I said, right? And he goes, and then I wanted to see, like, I didn't want it to end. I wanted to see the episode. And I go, I know.
That's a good thing.
That's what you're supposed to. Yeah.
Yes.
So that was so cool. And then he goes, you gotta call Mimi. You're gonna call Mimi. I go, I know, I'm gonna call her next. So I go, Mimi, what are you doing? She's like, I can watch it. Okay. And she was like holding back like emotions, and then she goes, Cha, that was amazing. I love it. It's so good. And I go, right?
I'm excited.
And so then it was like 10 minutes later, and she texted me, and she's like, that was amazing. And I'm like, so she was like thinking about it after.
Yeah.
So then I was like, I gotta show Alex because he's leaving on Sunday. So it was Friday, and he was leaving on Sunday. So I was like, I have to show him before he leaves.
Yes.
And then Luca was a part of like the whole development of the production. And so I was like, I'm gonna show Luca before. I have to show my family before.
Yeah.
So
100%.
Luca came over by himself, and he came in, and I don't know if the listeners have got to know Luca as much as Luca is.
The key.
Yeah, right? But he's also like probably the biggest critic there is. He's a little negative Nelly-ish, but not.
He keeps it real.
I will say, he keeps it real.
Yeah.
But here's what I said to him. I said, listen, when I show you this, if you like it, and if you're stoked about it, can you not hold back? Like, can you really give it to me? Because I could see it. He'll have no problem critiquing it. But I was like, if you like it, can you really let me know? And he's like,
smile,
okay,
jumping down.
I will. Yeah.
Something.
I was like, give me something. He goes,
Cheer.
okay, I will. So he's watching it, and I kept looking out of the corner of my eye, and he was smirking the whole time. And at the end, he looked over at me, and he's like, that was good.
Really?
And I go, wasn't it? And he's like, that was really good.
Oh my gosh.
And I go,
really?
really good? And he goes, yeah. I go, is that how you thought? He's like, it was good.
Okay, I feel so
I'm teased
I
right now.
can't handle this, you guys.
Well, then listen. So then I said, I can't have my mom and my aunt watch it with everyone. I have to be able to talk to them.
Wait, what about your bumper shoot podcast?
I know, we should talk with them.
I have to have you guys see it, and then we'll talk about it next week.
Yeah, we're the bumper shoot babes.
No, you have to see it already.
Ah.
But my mom and my aunt, I had gone over and had this like just us, and they are like, this is where we talk like nobody else talks. And actually, we should have my mom and my aunt on here.
Yes,
you guys would have the big. We should try to do that.
You're
next week.
named after her.
This is
Aunt Jane.
We need her on here because especially after tonight, because then like everybody can talk. Like it'll be great.
Yes.
So anyway, it was Saturday, and I was like, "What are you guys doing?" And they're like, "Why? What's going on?" I go, "I want to have you guys over, and I want to show you a sneak peek." My aunt, first of all, I sent her the invitation for the 18th because originally we had it scheduled for the 18th because I was giving myself a cushion for the editor, but then he got it done way faster. I couldn't stand it, so I couldn't wait, so I bumped it up a week. So there's some people that still can't see it till next Tuesday. So I say that I had sent my aunt the original invitation. So when I called my mom, I was like, okay, I want to ask Auntie too. She goes, okay, put her on three-way. So I call her in, and I go, Auntie, I said, well, you know how I was going to show the Sizzle Reel next week, but I'm going to bump it up to this week, but I want to see if you and Mom come over tonight. And she goes, Sizzle Reel? Huh? Like, so she did not know. And Mom goes, Jane, they're hilarious. They're like Mr. and Mrs. Magoo.
Yeah.
Jane, I told you. Remember I told you Charity was taking.
Well, she was there at the lunch.
Oh.
Wasn't she?
Yes.
Yes.
She's just
I had pictures of her in the
she's
pictures.
not blonde, but a little bit out of there. So she's like, oh, and then I said, okay, so I was gonna do this and this, but now I want you guys to come over. And she's like, so wait, am I coming on Tuesday? Am I going next Tuesday? What am I doing? No, Auntie, I'm trying to ask you to come over tonight.
Yeah. You get a sneak
Oh,
peek.
tonight. I'm like, yes, Auntie, tonight. And Mom's going, Jane. It's hilarious. You'll see them when we have both of them on. She's like always going, Jane. And Auntie will be like, I'm sorry, I'm lame, or I'm sorry, I'm dumb, or I don't know. It's hilarious. The dynamics are hilarious. So anyway, I had them over, and I showed them, and I looked over, and it was not until the end, but my mom's eyes started filling with tears, like just filling. And my aunt stands up and gives a standing ovation just by herself. And
so cute.
They started going crazy about it, and we were talking about it. So then they're like, let's watch it again. So we put it on again, and we like just kind of like not picked it apart in a bad way, but like picked it apart in all the ways that this editor did such a phenomenal job. And so anyway, we were just it was so fun to experience it with them. So I was like, that's amazing. Okay, great. So, and I forgot to tell you, Alex.
Oh, yeah.
He came home on Friday.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm really excited. This Sizzle Reel's here and I want you to see it. So I put it on. And at the end he goes, I mean, it was good, but I don't understand what it's about. And I go, you don't understand what it's about? And he's like, no. I go, well, I said, so mind you, everyone listening, that I have not talked to him about all of this.
Okay.
I haven't brought him through every step of the way.
Yeah.
He knew I made a comment before I saying I'm going to do a sizzle reel, or I created a reality show is the only thing I ever said to him. And then I won the money, and he heard for the first time with your husbands what it was all about.
At your birthday
Yes.
dinner.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Back in May.
And that was the last time I talked to him about it.
Oh.
So he was
Okay.
gone when we filmed the sizzle reel because he was in Italy. So he knew we were doing it, and I sent him pictures, but we didn't talk about it.
Right.
So this was really the first time he was getting introduced to the whole entire show in a sizzle. So he was like, I don't get it. I don't know what's the story. And I'm like, okay, well, so I started breaking things down. I kind of filled him in. I said, but if you read, let's watch it again. That way you can read along because there's words on it. And I think when you watch it the first time, if I say to read the words, you'll read the words. But if you're not, you're kind of missing some of it. But even if not, like if you know about it, you know what you know what I'm presenting to you.
So there's words the whole time?
No, but there's a lot of words in it.
Oh, okay.
Mhm. And remember that the networks are getting a pitch deck along with the sizzle reel, so it's like a whole presentation and the sizzle reel. So then I'm trying to figure it out. That's a good one. So anyway, he watched it the second time and he was like, "Oh yeah, that was good," and he liked it, and he was
wow.
super positive about it. And then I was like, I'm hosting a reveal party at Gourmet. He's like, where? At Gourmet. I'm going to have everybody come. And so he was like happy for me. So that was cool. So
good.
I showed them. And then Sunday night, I had the Tuckers, Kelly that's been here,
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Ricky that's been here, and Jason. It was Ricky's birthday. So it was just our four families. And they were over at the house. Well, Chris and Pearl were there. They left early. So anyway, I said, I'm going to show you guys because I want to do a little rehearsal of what I'm going to do on Tuesday.
Right.
And none of them were going to be invited except for the Tuckers. And I know like Heather and Jason will work all day, and it might have been a little bit hard for them tonight. So I was like, let me just do it, and fine. If
Yeah.
you want to come, whatever.
Yeah.
So it was good that I did that because I needed to rearrange my presentation, and Luke and I talked it through after that. So it was good. But they were all quiet and attentive. And afterwards, their feedback was off the charts. And I had kids through adults. So the kids were like, I would totally watch this. This is so exciting. I love the concept. I love the name. Heather's like, I like Uncorked, Temecula Uncorked. I said, it's not that I didn't like it, but it sounded more wine specific. And so it didn't really work. But we needed Temecula in the name. So Temecula actually, but the young kids loved it. And even Stone's like, I like the name. It's like catchy and kind of like leaves you like wondering and very youthful. And so I was like, hey, cool. That was good feedback. And then Kelly was so cute because Rosario during the sizzle reels is reading something to Jace that they're getting denied a wheelchair, and so Kelly's like, I have a wheelchair in my garage if you need it. And Stella lost her mind. She was dying because we all knew except for Kelly that we didn't need like a hospital wheelchair. Like that's not what we're talking about, but he was so cute. Like, I have a wheelchair if you need it.
Aw, how
but
sweet.
anyway, it was very, very cute and sweet, and they loved it, and they all like when they were leaving, they were like, that's so exciting, can't wait for you. So it was good for me. So tonight is going to be like the big one and the real impactful one, and I'm so excited for you guys to see it and experience it and for what's to come.
Well, we're super excited. Can't even handle it, right, Tracy?
I can't wait. I've been asking her for a few days. Well, like, can't we just see it? No.
Right?
No.
Well, you know why I feel bad? Because Michelle, Rosario, and Brandy haven't seen it
That's
yet.
what I was going to say.
okay.
I totally get that. I'm just
Yeah.
teasing, but yeah, I know the girls that are in it haven't seen it. But,
Yeah.
But I was just going to
That
say
makes sense.
about it too, that's cool that I didn't really think about or realize till you were like just saying all this, but it sounds like it's for like any age group or a lot of like, if you have like a housewives or reality
Yes.
show or whatever, I don't know, a younger age reality show.
Like Jersey Shore.
It only, well, I mean, Jersey
yeah.
Shore people like 45. Okay, so let's think, well.
They've grown up.
There's like the younger ones, so like the demographics, like more like, I guess, smaller demographic.
Yeah.
It seems like for a lot of reality shows, like it might be 20 years here and then 20 years here, but yours sounds like it could be for
Yeah.
anybody, so that's really
Yeah, any
awesome.
age.
It sounds like it. I mean, remember I'm talking to people that know us.
Yeah.
But I mean, there are some people that just don't watch reality. But the good thing is, like, we know a lot of people, so they'll watch it because they know us, or that's why the editor was like, Temecula has to be in it because
Yes.
people have heard of it. My sister
A lot
got
of
married
people.
there. We went on a vacation there.
It's
like,
a big, yes,
there's a whole
vacation
there's
destination.
yeah. And with Pachanga, they host all these big conferences and seminars, and so there's so many people that identify. So putting the word in the title will
100%,
be very
yeah.
key.
Yes.
And people will watch it because
And there's not a show
They've heard
that's called
there's
something
not
with
a
Temecula.
show about Temecula. There's not a show with a purpose, a reality show with a purpose, and that's what Heather Tucker, her takeaway was. This is reality with a purpose,
Right,
and
that's cool.
none of them
Yeah.
have this.
Nope.
So we are really excited. So if any
It's one of a
listeners
kind.
have connections to networks, please send them my way, or I will send
Yes,
you
please.
this. Yeah, we're really excited about it. All right, you guys. Well, we may not get through. Maybe we'll do 10 questions because we're already at 21 minutes. So.
Wow, that's a long time.
So yeah, so we'll just get on to some questions that we heard that people enjoyed listening last week. So we'll continue with some questions since we had last minute cancellations this week.
Cool.
Okay.
All right. You want me to go first?
Yeah, and you guys don't have to you don't have to go over. You don't have to.
Can we pick and choose ones?
Yeah.
I'll do the first one, then I'll kind of scroll one on this one.
Okay.
Okay. I like this one though. What's something you are way too old to still be doing, but you're not stopping? There's so many things probably. I don't know.
I mean, if I ask everyone else, like if I ask myself, I feel like there is, like, my body is telling me not to do certain things that my mind is not ready to stop. I'm like my dad. Like, my dad thinks he's 20 still in his brain,
Yes.
but his body tells him no.
Oh my God.
So with my back and my neck, I probably need to not do as many physical things, and that even includes, like, setting up for parties.
You guys
and
say
stuff.
lifting and going to the storage room.
Yeah, all that stuff I probably shouldn't do, but I feel like until, like, I'm taken out, it's really hard here's the hard part. I don't have patience to wait on help.
Yeah, I'm the
So
same.
I'd rather just get it done myself.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
So if it's got to get done, then I'm just going to do it. And that's what I do. With Logan's party that I hosted, I gave him a list and he did most of it himself. This last weekend, I was hosting. We did the caregivers day, which was so fun.
So fun.
The ladies' day on Sunday day, and then I had all the friends come over Sunday night. I didn't have anyone at the house to help me do anything, and so I had to do stuff on Saturday and I had to do stuff on Sunday when I got home. Nothing major, but even running around and cleaning the high and the low and the spraying and I was
Yeah,
pooped.
you have the most energy out of anybody that I know. Seriously.
I
know. I agree
It's
with
hard, but I feel like if I probably shouldn't be doing a lot of that stuff that I
Yeah,
do. But
it's a lot.
it's
That's
hard
a-
to tell yourself you shouldn't be doing
It really is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, what's your most irrational, I will die on this hill opinion?
That's definitely an open-ended. I have a lot of those die on the hill opinions.
It's asking for the most irrational. Like, which one do you die on the hill, but people might give you crap for or something? I don't know. What's irrational? Like, you probably wouldn't die on a hill for something irrational if I know you, you know?
Yeah.
Well, it might.
Something you
but
just
irrational
believe in.
is also objective, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
So something real.
I would say that, I mean, this has happened before, but in planning the events for Charity, there are some things that no one can sway me on that I'm adamant about. And I think I mentioned last week that there was like a financial decision with Corey Kent. I think it was that I would say there's times with Charity that I'm absolutely hard-headed about certain things that I want to do. And oh, cool. That was awesome. Okay, cool. It was a good thing.
Okay.
Rhonda's using my phone for the question, so Rosario, one of the cast members, chimed in and said she's going to be there earlier than she thought, so that's good. Anyway, so I would say it sometimes to others it's irrational that I'm adamant about certain things. I'll tell you right now, for Stars of the Valley, I'm planning, we're reaching out. So I have these dreams of what is possible. And where the world tells me that that's not possible, you can't tell me that. So that's probably where that falls. So like I'm looking at the 20th anniversary, and I have it's a Christian band, but not band members that I want to be there, and I'm reaching for that, and I'm determined. Not that I will spend $1 million. I'm going to have a cap on what I can spend, and I'm actually working on them to try to get them to like do it for maybe just room and board. But when people tell me, okay, we'll have a backup plan, or like kind of like tell me like get your feet grounded, yeah, you can't tell me that. I have to be rejected for that to happen. So
Right.
I think that's the most that
I get
I would
that.
be an irrational thing. I
That's
guess.
okay.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Okay.
I don't want to skip around. They're all pretty good. So
Yeah,
I'm just gonna go
I
down. I like this one.
Me too.
If your family could ban one phrase from your vocabulary, what would it be? I have no idea, so I'm very curious.
Oh, if my family could ban
a
one
phrase.
phrase.
You could say phrase or a word or something.
What my immediate family, the boys, my husband and my kids,
Yeah.
it would be, I don't know if it's a phrase, but I will just tell you the subject it would be. They think I'm a ultra conspiracy theorist.
Mm-hmm.
But my thing is, all my conspiracies have played out. Like, hello. So they all think I'm crazy and extreme, but yet everything I've ever said to them has played out in some way, shape, or form. So I'm just going to
There
leave
you
that
go.
there. But if they could take away a subject that I bring up, it would probably be my conspiracy theory.
That's funny.
Even though they don't they don't think opposite of me. Let me just state that. It's
Yeah.
not that they think opposite me, but I'm just going to tell you right now, I'll give you an example. When COVID hit, I'm not a student. I was never one to research anything. COVID was coming from Italy, and we knew a lot about it because of Alex's ties to Italy, and everyone freaking out, and things were not adding up to me. And I'm very, very logical, and I'm very, I don't know, I guess that's the best way to put it. I'm very logical, but I don't want to say, I'm not to insult anybody else's way of thinking,
Right.
but things really have to make sense to me in order for me to buy in.
Right.
And things were not adding up to me. And and then apparently I was following the right people when everybody else was following the wrong people. And I was hearing things and seeing things that I was like, nope, I'm not doing this. So I had decided very early on when they started talking about a vaccine, Alex was running to the next place. He was trying to get like an advanced like, who can get me this? So that he was reacting on the fact that he might not be able to travel without a vaccine. And I was like, why don't you wait until they make you?
Right.
But he wasn't doing that. And then I am not getting this vaccine until somebody tells me that this makes sense. And I don't even know if I'll get it then. So we were on opposite ends of that spectrum. And I'm very proud to say that I was right today. But he said to me, "You're not going to make your dad get it?" And I said, "I'm not making my dad do anything. I'm telling my dad asked me. He goes, "Charity, everyone's telling me I'm old, I need to get this. What do you want me to do?" And Dad thinks that I'm his personal doctor. I'm not.
Aww.
But I'm his health advisor, but only like I'm like the one that says pull the plug or not. That I'm not a doctor. I don't know these things, but he depends on me a lot for his medical.
Yeah.
Just because I have that title, but it's kind of interesting because through Charity for Charity, I have a lot of medical knowledge in some realms.
And if you didn't know,
I'm aware
look
of
it up, Google it.
Yeah, or I'm going to tell him. I'm going to tell him. So I told him. I said, I'm not getting it, and I'm not allowing the kids. And thankfully, Alex respected that I wasn't going to make the kids get it. But I said, I'm telling my dad what I'm doing. He gets to decide for himself, but he decides based on me. So he's like, okay, if you're not getting it and you're not telling me to get it, then I'm not going to get it. And today, Alex sees Dr. Fauci getting grilled. I mean, that guy, you don't plead the fifth if you have nothing to hide. Hello.
Exactly.
He literally, we're not even going to go there because that was a whole other episode, but it's disgusting to me that we can allow people to get away with this kind of stuff. But we know the numbers are starting to come out, and I've saved a ton of them. This thing was killing people, and it's still killing people, and it's disgusting. And I just said, Alex got mad at me because I was ridiculous for not making my dad go get this shot. I left it to my dad, but I told him my opinion of it, and he got to decide for himself. And it's just one of the ways, in all the many ways, that my conspiracy, like, I didn't know better then, but I just used what I was getting, and it wasn't sitting right with me, and I couldn't
trust
be
that
convinced
you're
of it.
gut.
Yeah. So anyway.
Gotta do that for sure.
Sorry, I just had to prove that.
That's okay. What turn are we on?
4.
Yeah, we might only get to like.
Okay, what's something
5.
everyone thinks you're good at, but you're secretly terrible at? Nothing.
I was going to say nothing, but not like that. I was going to say that I don't think there's anything people think I'm good at that I'm not good at. I think people know the things I'm not good at. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I sang at my 50th birthday, and I can sing, and Garrett and Joe and even Jer give me a lot of credit that I can sing. I can't sing. I can carry.
But you can sing.
But I
did sing.
I sing. I'm not a singer. Okay. I can
I'll take that.
Maybe it doesn't hurt. Maybe you're not nails on a chalkboard with me, but you're also not. Wow, go on American Idol. Like
you're a performer, so that's what
yes, you're a performer.
And maybe I don't go. I'm not like. But there's things that there's songs that I can get by with, and there's songs I'm like, oh yeah, I can't do it.
I get what you're saying.
So, but I would say that's really the only thing that might be a little bit like people and speaking Italian. Some people are like, you can totally speak Italian, and I'm like, no, I can't. And some people are like, yeah, I'm not fluent. But I can get by. Yeah. But like Mimi and Luke and Logan are like, Mom, you totally can. You totally understand, and you speak it. And I'm like, no, I don't. Yeah. So it's kind of more like, it's less of as like black and white as that question's asking, but more like those are the two things that probably some people are like, yeah, you can, and the other people are like, no, you can't. Like Alex, like you can't sing.
Well, we disagree with that.
You did pretty good. Yeah. I'm gonna keep going.
Fine.
What's the pettiest reason you've ever disliked someone? What? I know it's kind of.
I will say that I am very sweet and I'm very loving, but I do have shallow moments. Mm-hmm. And some of my shallow moments, sometimes it's like I can't be around someone because I'm just gonna be real.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry.
Be real.
But I'm gonna give you like an example. So, like say someone doesn't take care of their feet, and they choose to wear sandals. And then
now I'm gonna be so careful.
I have a disgusting Michelle, I would say, calls it like morbid curiosity. It's one of those when you don't want to look at something, but you look at it like in the ER when you're walking to the room of your family member and you walk by all the rooms, and I don't want to see one bloody thing or one disgusting sick person, and I can't help but look. It's like the same, like don't put me at a public place with people with sandals on that don't cut their toenails, don't clean them, don't let them grow out. And then disgusting. I can't, I don't care how nice you are, I can't be around you. I can't talk to you. It's too hard for me.
I just don't. Ew, God.
It's really hard. And there's there are some people that I've just I've gotten to know, like I was forced, I don't know if to say forced to get to know, but like, you know, in the same circle for a lot, so much that like I ended up loving them, but so I can get over it, but I would definitely say, and I'm not just talking about
So you
feet.
do have friends right now that have disgusting toes, but you got past it? Is that what you're saying?
I'm not going to say I have friends right now. I'll say there are people that...
In the past?
And it's not just toes. I just gave that as an example, but if there's like things that like you don't
Take care of.
care about,
Yeah.
that like I'm uncomfortable, that makes me uncomfortable.
Okay,
then
what else besides toes?
Wait, so
Oh,
did
you
you
brought it
ever?
up.
You were in the beauty industry. You never wanted to do pedicures.
No.
Oh God, I could not.
Even my
I'm
mom,
sorry.
like my mom.
Feet are disgusting.
When my mom-
Oh yeah,
I
because you went to
lived with my-
college for it.
Yeah.
You did. Your
But
mom
I had to do
You
the,
did
yeah, I
hair.
did people I knew
No, they
for my feet.
did feet too.
You had to get so many hours
Oh,
in. So I
that's
would
right.
tell people I knew to come in
Yeah.
so I could get
So
my
you
hours.
get your hours, yeah.
Like
Okay.
relatives only.
Yes. Even that's hard, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
But no, my mom, she keeps her toes manicured or pedicured, whatever you want to say. But when I was a kid, I lived with her and we'd be on the couch watching a movie and her feet were cold. She'd try to like stuff her toes under my butt and I'd be like, ew, get away. And I couldn't handle it. I've never loved feet, but like my kids, I can deal with them. But like if
That's
they need,
different.
Yeah.
but I'll say nails and toes, like I will call them out if they don't clean their ears and they don't cut their toenails and their nails.
Yes.
I'll say if I see a little white on my boy's fingers, I'll be like, oh, do you want a French manicure? Because that's what you get
Yeah.
when you have a little, like boys should never have a nail.
Never.
I can't, and I have met guys that have nails.
That's disgusting.
And then like some I don't know, they say they use it for coke, but I don't think everyone does. But like the pinky that they let grow a little bit.
You have friends with a pinky that...
No, I don't have friends. I'm just saying
Oh,
people
okay.
that you meet or like
okay.
people I've known. Like I'll say there might be like an extended family member that used to have long nails, like a guy that had
okay.
long nails,
Yeah.
or you know, I don't have to live with them, thank God. But those things gross me out.
Yeah, I don't.
And if like Luca and I both in our right ear, like we build up wax in our right ear. I clean mine every single day. I cannot handle it. Well, sometimes he's a boy,
Yeah.
and it's not like. But I see one. My mom used to call me the monkey mom because I would pick everything on the kids. And Luca goes, Mom, nobody's looking in my ear. Leave me alone. I'm like, I'm looking in your ear. And what if I was attracted to you? I was a girl at a bar, and then I get over to you, and there's one little flake. Like you have to clean your ears
Every day.
and
Every
your
day.
nose and your teeth.
It's like
Floss your
you
teeth.
brush and floss
It's just
and then
so
clean your ears.
hair. Like
Yes.
trim your nails, clean your ears, floss your teeth, and make
I
sure
agree.
you have no nose hair sticking out.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
I goop. If you wake up in the morning and don't wash your face, I do. That's the
no eye boogers, please. Yeah.
It's self-care that I have
It
a
is
big
self-care,
problem
yeah.
with. Wash your hair. Don't let it get greasy.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, there you go. Now everybody can hate me and know that I'm really like a jerk.
No, I bet you there's a lot of people in this world that feel the same way, you know?
It's just
Seriously.
hygiene. It really comes down to me to
No
hygiene.
one
But
wants to hang out with a stinky person.
I'll say like the people at the nail shop, they like their toenails long. Like even the people that work there. It's a thing that some people like them long.
I cannot. have to
It's
have my
not for
toenails
me.
so short.
Yeah, it's not for me.
Like, I even cut mine in between appointments because I can't
Yeah, me
handle
too.
long toenails. I think they're gross.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not it doesn't offend everyone. So I can't.
Yeah.
For me. Anyway,
No,
that
I
was a
get it.
tangent.
Okay.
We're at 38 minutes, guys.
So, how many more? Want to do one more or what?
I think we can do well, it depends on how long
Okay.
I go on a tangent.
There we go. If your phone could expose one thing about you, what would you be most nervous for us to see?
Well, I'll tell you.
Your calendar. I'm just
Something, something I'm totally oversharing right now.
Oh boy, I like it.
Let's go.
I'm just real. So I would say that I really don't have anything scandalous on my phone except with Alex. Sometimes to make him laugh, I'll send him like pictures.
Ooh!
I like it.
But it's
I
not
like pictures.
seductive.
Oh,
It's
okay.
literally like messing around.
I was gonna
Like-
say, are you sure he laughs?
Oh, he does.
Like
'cause-
silly faces or?
No.
No, well, I'll have exposed. Like, I'll get out of the shower, or
Like
I'll be
boobs.
yeah.
Oh.
Or like, I'll just send random like shots, and just to make him laugh,
I
because
thought about that,
It's
but
funny.
I'm so like.
Wait, do your kids listen to the podcast?
I would end up posting it or something. That's why I won't do that.
no. But the thing is
Or
that
sending it to your work group chat.
Yes.
no,
Yes.
I have had like when I've showed someone like my pictures, like if say you like
Yeah.
had pictures and you're like, oh, here's my phone, and they're swiping, and that's where you can forget you have it. So what I started doing was deleting it, but what I forget is that if you don't delete it within like maybe 5 minutes, it goes to my Google Photos, and then it stays there.
Yeah.
So there's some shots in there, but also so when I had lumps in my breasts, they did surgery to remove the lumps in my breasts. But one of the surgeries, I got a hematoma.
Mm-hmm.
So my boob got super big and purple,
Ouch.
and it had like the tape on it, you know, from my sutures.
Right.
So I had taken pictures of that, and that was in there. So that could give you a tummy ache. But those people had saw those on accident like a couple times until I got them wiped out completely. But you know what happened after that?
What?
I went into the doctor.
I
This is
think I
such a
remember
random
the story.
and because I had something was going wrong, so I
Yeah.
went in for a follow up, and she was like, "Oh gosh," so she leaves the room to go get like something to deal with it, and she comes back in, and she had me roll over just to like so she could get closer access to it because the bed was up against the wall, and it was like my right boob, I think. As soon as I rolled over, the thing frickin' popped. It squirted blood all over her and the whole room. It just was like if you,
Oh my gosh.
like a hose that was going wild. The hematoma bursted out of one of the seams and went everywhere.
Wait,
Oh my
God, you were
God.
there.
Did that
Did you
hurt or
just-
feel good, or did you?
I don't
what feeling
remember
did you
the
get?
feeling. I just remember
Relief?
trying not to laugh because it got all. She had
Oh
to
my
leave
God.
the room.
I literally would
Did
not.
it get on her face?
3 nurses coming in to clean the whole room.
Oh my God.
Hilarious. Yeah.
Oh my god.
But
Did
then
you
I
have to get a stitch?
Yeah, she had to fix
Thank
it.
God you were at the doctor.
I know. Imagine that happened at home.
But literally,
Yes.
my last reaction, because even though we were like really, really good friends, is completely opposite. I probably would have cried. I would not have wanted to laugh. I think I would.
I would have probably laughed. Sorry.
No, that's okay.
yourself.
I would not have left because that's like.
And then I would
Scary.
have been like, all right, we need to
Yeah,
put pressure.
to me, no, that's so scary to me. That just scares me.
It's crazy.
For my
It was crazy.
health. That would scare
Yeah.
the
Oh,
crap out of me.
Well,
I never.
hematoma is just like a
Well,
blood under the
you just
skin.
know it's a clot, and
Yeah.
she was gonna do the same thing. She
Right.
just was gonna do it controlled.
Yes.
So she's like, well, I guess that took care of it. I
Yeah.
was like, yeah, I
You
guess
helped
so.
her.
Oh my god.
That's so funny.
All right, do we have time for like one more?
Go. Number 7.
Can you read it? Because I'm. Oh, never mind. And my phone's back. What's the biggest lie you regularly tell yourself? And then it says, "I'm just going to Target for one thing. Absolutely counts."
Well, I feel like I don't really lie to myself about anything.
Yeah.
I know myself, and that's one thing I will say. Even like the little trivial things all the way to the big things. When I say like I know myself, I really know myself. So some people will say, yeah, but you might change, or you might this, or you might that, or you might regret it, or you might not want to do it. I know myself so well that I know.
Mm-hmm.
I know if I'm going to Costco, I'm going to spend more than I need to.
Right.
I know when I'm shopping on Amazon that it's better for me because I'm an impulse buyer.
Uh-huh.
I know if I go into Home Goods, I'm coming out with a cart full of things.
That's right.
I know that if I care about something, I care about it, and I know if I don't care about it, I don't care about it.
Right.
I know that about me. So I don't really feel like there's anything that I lie to myself about. Plus, I pray about a lot of things that I'm not certain of. So that's another place that, like, if I'm not sure, then I'll pray about it. There might be, like, and this kind of sounded a little more light than I'm bringing it to, but there are things that sometimes I might not be sure of going into it, but I'm not lying to myself. I'm like, I don't know if this is the right thing, but I have to go with something.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't think I really lie to myself
I don't
about
think I
it.
do either. Do you?
I don't think so.
I can't imagine lying to myself. That's
like,
kind of...
I don't love that question. I actually wish I asked you the next one.
Okay, ask the next one and we'll do.
Okay, all right. Oh, Rhonda's turn, but yeah,
Okay.
I wish I'd skipped it because I don't feel like you do, and I don't really
like-
either. I like honesty. I hate anything.
Me too.
Well,
I
I mean,
hate lies.
sometimes honest people will lie to themselves.
I know.
Because they don't.
But I like
Well,
to face
what good
the
does that
reality.
do? That's
Exactly.
silly.
I think
Yeah.
that's
For anyone to
I
do.
don't like to
I
lie
don't
to
know, it's
myself.
But people do. They don't do it on purpose. They
Yeah.
You have a little bit of a
Yeah.
lying problem or
Yeah.
something.
I love this next question though, so I'm
Sorry.
glad we're doing one more.
Okay, whatever on that. Okay, number 8. If you had to switch lives with one person you actually know for a week, who would it be?
It's a good question. I love
Wow.
it. Someone you know.
For a week.
Want to come and work with special needs?
Nope.
Switch lives
So
with
it's
me.
not me and you.
Okay, we're out.
Well, I feel like this might be a little bit cheaty, but as far as like I feel like I live not vicariously. I feel like I connect to everyone in my life so much that I kind of feel like I already live a lot of their lives, and I really love mine, so I'm not trying to live another life, but I also love and respect everyone for what they do and stuff.
Right.
But I can kind of cheat with this because I know Michael Ray personally. And so I would probably trade with him so that I could perform and sing in front of
That's
people
fun.
at someone
Go on concert. Go
Yeah,
on tour for a week.
go on tour for a week. Yeah.
That'd be cool if you could get up and sing with him. a
I
little
just
bit.
might.
At the Wow Fest.
I just might.
You should.
I might be a backup girl for sure.
I mean, it's your festival. Let's
I
do
know.
it.
I know. Why don't you? Why
Yeah.
can't you?
But that is what I would do. I think that's what, because if I
That'd be
I
another-
don't know anyone else that I like
Yeah.
would want to like really like Morgan Wallen. If I knew Morgan Wallen, I'd say I want to do him or
That's cool. That's
Oh
a
my
good answer.
gosh,
I like
you
it.
have to do that.
But that's what I would do. I would trade with somebody that did something that I dreamed to do.
Yeah,
That's cool.
That makes sense. I love that.
Okay.
That's a good answer.
Cool. All right, you guys, we will be back. That's not all. But that's not all. We'll be back next week and we'll try to get some of these people that we've been chasing around to commit. But if not, then we do have
More
a
questions.
few more questions.
We can recap the big reveal tonight.
We
Yes.
can, yeah, we could do basically kind of what we did today.
Yeah.
Do
Yes.
half that and half that. All right, you guys, thank you so much for listening. Don't forget to follow us on Bumper Shoot Charity on Instagram and subscribe so that when we drop an episode, you know right away.
Yes.
Okay, well, I'm going to be busy tonight, so I'll stay up late to post this or upload it. So you guys can
Good
get
luck
it tomorrow.
tonight too. By the
All
way.
right, thank you. Thank you so
welcome.
much. All right,
So
love you
proud of you.
guys. Thanks for listening. Thank
Bye.
you. Bye-bye.
Bye.